From the studios here at CATV6 and RobinHoodRadio.com, welcome once again to the House Impeachment Hearing. No, it's not. It's Simply Sports. Who are you fooling? We are one of the few channels right now that is not currently airing the House Impeachment Hearings. My name is Andy Williams. Thank you once again for tuning in to Simply Sports. December the 18th, 2019. Where on earth has the year gone? This is my second to last show. My final show of 2019 will be on Saturday, the hour-long year wrap-up extravaganza. I don't know, I might just have presents and, you know, maybe have some champagne because of the new year, but who knows? Yeah, who knows? A couple things first. I want to wish a happy birthday to my good friend Crystal McCahill out in Las Vegas. Happy birthday to you. But most importantly, happy birthday to my mother, Patty Williams. Today is her birthday. I love you, Mom. You're one of the most important people in my life, and I love you very much. And happy birthday to you, Mom. So I hope you have a really good day. Okay. We're back on the local scene. Housatonic sports are starting back up yet again for the winter season. The Hoosie girls basketball team lost to Thomaston on Monday night. Thomaston looking like they're going to be a very tough team to beat, as they typically are year in and year out. But again, it's game one. Not too worried about it. Hoosie's going to have a great season. And you're going to see the Hoosie girls right there at the end. Hoosie boys kick off tomorrow home against Terryville. Good luck to the Hoosie boys basketball team this year. And tonight, big shout out to Dean Diamond. The Hoosie hockey team opens up at Tri-Town tonight. So good luck to the Hoosie Athletics opening up their 2019-2020 seasons in the winter campaign. On to the national scene. Did anybody happen to watch the President's Cup? The underdog internationals, it was amazing. Internationals take a big lead. And it looks like in the second session, they were going to run away with it. However, there was a point in the middle of the second session where Patrick Cantlay made about a 15-footer on the 18th hole to grab point number 2 for the United States overall. And you're thinking, well, what was so significant about that? Well, during the middle of that session, the U.S. looked like they were going to get completely boat raced. And it was going to be 9-1 going into session 3. Instead, the United States scrapped out a tie overall for the session, 2.5 to 2.5. The United States got it closer after Saturday's 2 sessions, making it 10-8. And then in the singles, as the United States always does, they stomped a mud hole in the international team and walked it dry. They won 8-4, winning yet again another President's Cup, their 8th straight overall, 16-14. Tiger Woods went undefeated in the President's Cup. He went 3-0. And now he could check off a winning captain for a United States team on his resume, to go along with the 82 wins and the 15 majors and on and on and on and on and on. But I think the bigger winner here was basically the international team. Severe underdogs, average world ranking 43rd or 43. Average world ranking on the United States team, I think it was like 11 or 12. Just simply an amazing comeback by the United States team. They knew it wasn't going to be easy. Everybody on paper thought it was going to be easy, myself included. Boy, I was wrong. But at the end of the day, the United States team won yet again. And now they will bring the cup back home to the States. And in 2 years' time, they will compete in 2021 at Quail Hollow Golf Club, right near the home of the nature boy Ric Flair in Charlotte, North Carolina. So once again, congratulations to the United States team for winning the President's Cup. By the way, if you want to come in and talk to me over the phone lines, 860-824-4200, 860-824-4200. That is the live line. If you want to talk to me, have a question for me, debate sports with me, so on and so forth. Oh, and I'm actually getting a word from my producer that we're going to go to the House impeachment here. No, we're not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Like I said, this is one of the few channels, once again, that's not airing the House impeachment hearings. NHL. The Washington Capitals are the best team in the NHL. They sit right now at 24-6-5. Alexander Ovechkin looks absolutely strong. Brandon Holtby, their goaltender, is probably the best goaltender in the NHL right now as we speak. And just that whole cast surrounding Ovi is just second to none right now. And they're looking very strong to possibly making a run at a second cup in 3 years. The Boston Bruins close behind, about 4 points back. But what I don't understand right now amongst NHL circles is why no one is talking about the New York Islanders right now. Now, yeah, they sit behind the Washington Capitals, and they're 8 points back. But still, at 22-8-2, this is a very quiet team going about their business. And this is much the same as they did last year. And this is going to be a team to be reckoned with coming through the regular season. And when they get into the playoffs, they're going to be a very tough out. The New York Rangers, managing to pick up wins here and there. They're 16-13-4. They're 5 points back the last spot. But again, I still think that they're a year or two away from being in the playoffs. I don't think that they're going to make it this year. However, a year or two down the road, they will be there. Out west, it's clear who the 8 teams are right now. But nobody on earth knows how the 8 teams are going to fall into place. Not a clue. See, the 8 teams, if the playoffs were to start right now, are only separated by 8 points. The Central Division, packed. The Pacific Division, even tighter. So nobody knows how that is going to end up. Moving on to the NBA. Excuse me. Milwaukee and the Lakers, once again, they're 24-4. And many of the NBA analysts right now are signaling, okay, let's end the season, Lakers Bucks, NBA Finals. LeBron versus Giannis. Why? Why would you do... I don't understand. After between 25 and 30 games, you're pretty much going to crown Giannis out of the East and LeBron out of the West. And we're not even at Christmas yet. It baffles me, really, because the Lakers, again, yes, they have the best record, but you got to dig a little bit deeper. The majority of those wins are against 500 or below teams. Milwaukee's wins are against, the majority of them are against 500 or above teams. Milwaukee has played a lot of their meat and potatoes part of their schedule. The Lakers haven't. You won't see the Lakers play their main schedule until after Christmas and in January. And then we're going to see what LeBron James and Anthony Davis are really made of. I'm not saying that the Lakers aren't one of the best teams in the NBA, because they are. I'm saying let's see them play on consecutive nights. The Clippers, Houston, Utah, Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, just play those big teams on consecutive nights. Then and only then will you see how good the Lakers really are. We know how good Milwaukee is. I need to see more out of the Lakers. And that's really weird. Being with LeBron James, being with Anthony Davis. Very weird. My finals picks that I picked at the beginning of the year, the Clippers and the Sixers, both of them sit in second place behind the supposed NBA Finals matchup. Clippers sit 21-8. Nobody's really talking about them. And excuse me. And Philadelphia sits 20-8. And again, nobody is even close to talking about them. So wait till after Christmas. Then you're going to be talking about these two teams. And especially if one of these two teams, if not both of these two teams, beat Milwaukee and the Lakers in the playoffs, who'll be laughing now? Just saying. The New York Knicks, yes. The New York Knicks. They won a game last night. They put up 140 points on the Hawks. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to announce to you right now that the New York Knicks are not the worst team in the NBA. They're only the 5th worst team in the NBA. They're not even the worst team in the Eastern Conference. That distinction goes to Cleveland and Atlanta. New York Knicks just above them. But still. Don't call it a comeback. Knicks are 7-21. Of course, tonight they're going to get a rude awakening. Or is it Thursday? Well, anyway, their next game is against Miami, which they have absolutely zero chance. So I'm enjoying this while it lasts. 7-21. Good job, New York. Okay, moving on to football. Again, if you want to call me up on the live line, 860-824-4200. That's 860-824-4200. College football. The regular season is over. I hope I made people a lot of money out there. 49-27 against the spread. For the regular season, I was 64.5% against the spread, which is not too shabby. That's not bad. Now, some people were asking me, are you going to do every bowl game of the season this year? My answer to you is, what do you think? Of course I am. I'm 22 games over 500. Absolutely. I'm playing with the house money right now. So why stop now? Especially with the great names that we have for bowl seasons coming up. So right now I'm going to preview 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to preview 8 bowl games. Right now. And these are some of the greatest names in the history of the world. And I know my producer in the back will be chuckling as I read off these bowls. Buffalo taking on the University of Charlotte in the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl. This game is going to be taking place at Atlantis in the beautiful islands of the Bahamas. Buffalo is giving 6.5 to the University of Charlotte. But a little known fact, Buffalo was actually ranked early in the season. They were ranked very, very early. I love their run game. That's going to be on display here. I will gladly give up the 6.5 to the University of Charlotte. Utah State taking on Kent State in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl. Yes, people, these are names of bowls. I'm not exaggerating. Utah State is giving up 6.5 to Kent State. Oh, this is a tough game to predict, actually. I love Utah State's defense. Kent State, not very strong in the hurry-up offense. I do think Utah State is going to win by a touchdown, so therefore they will cover. Central Michigan taking on San Diego State in the New Mexico Bowl. A normal name bowl. San Diego State giving up 3.5 to the Chippewas at Central Michigan. I just got a weird hunch that Central Michigan is going to win this game. Don't ask me why. But I will gladly take Central Michigan with the points plus 3.5 over San Diego State. Liberty taking on Georgia Southern in the FBC Mortgage Cure Bowl. Again, I have no idea where this bowl is. Could be up in Saskatchewan, who knows. But Georgia Southern is favored by 5.5 over Liberty. Georgia Southern actually played the big teams really tight this year. I believe they have a win over Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. And then they've played a few other ranked teams pretty tight and competitive. So with that, I'll be glad to give up 5.5 to Liberty. SMU taking on Florida Atlantic University in the Cherry Bundy Boca Raton Bowl. SMU is favored by 3. Florida Atlantic playing a practical home game. I will be more than happy to give up the 3 points to Florida Atlantic. Lane Kiffin is gone. Florida Atlantic is a mess. I will be glad to give up 3 points and favor SMU to cover. Florida International taking on Arkansas State in the Camellia Bowl. Arkansas State favored by 2.5. I'll take Arkansas State to cover the 2.5 over Florida International. Boise State only lost once all year. Again, getting absolutely zero love. Plays Saturday against Washington in the Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl against a 7-5 team. And guess what? The 7-5 team somehow is favored over the 12-1 team. And everybody knows how much I love Boise State and the blue turf. They're not playing on the blue turf, but I like Boise State. Give me Boise State with the points all day. And finally, Appalachian State, favored by 16.5 over University of Alabama Birmingham in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Everybody knows that whenever Appalachian State is ranked, Appalachian State usually comes through for me. I will be glad to swallow the 16.5 points against UAB. And Appalachian State will cover the 16.5. Okay, so finally, moving on to the NFL. Once again, 860-824-4200, 860-824-4200. In the NFL, I went 12-4 last week, bringing my total up to 62.1% against the money line, bringing my record to 139-84-1 with 2 weeks to go. Can I somehow rally and get it to possibly 66%? 2 out of every 3 games? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have really, really big weeks in order to do so. But if I can have the same record against the spread, against the same record against the money line between college and NFL, that would be quite the accomplishment. That would be quite the accomplishment. The NFC playoff picture is pretty well all set. Nobody from outside of the 6 are going to get in. Obviously, this week it comes down to Dallas versus Philadelphia for the NFC East. Dallas wins, they clinch the East, they clinch the 4, and then they play either San Francisco or Seattle at home. And how an 8-8 team or a 9-7 team can even host a team with a better record is way beyond me. But that's how the rules are. But I will say this. If Philly wins, they get to 8-7. However, they have not clinched. If they lose to the Giants, Dallas beats Washington. Dallas wins the division. But once again, I will say this. If Dallas does not win this game on Sunday, that entire coaching staff should be fired. From Jason Garrett all the way on down. None of that coaching staff should have a job after Sunday if they lose. Last game of the year be damned. On the AFC side, it's anything but decided. New England could still get the 1 seed over Baltimore, but it's looking more and more like Baltimore's going to get the 1 seed. New England plays a huge game against Buffalo. There's actually still a chance that New England could actually drop to a 5 seed if Buffalo runs the table and New England loses out. New England has to win one of two of their remaining games to win the AFC East. However, I don't know if that's going to happen. And then the wild card. Now we know obviously Buffalo's definitely clinched a spot. The last spot is all but decided. It's not even close to being decided, as a matter of fact. Pittsburgh right now holds the last spot, even though they've been playing with a double-A team or a triple-A team, a minor league team, this entire season. Tennessee is right there. And also, strangely enough, Oakland at 6-8 can still make the playoffs if they run the table. If Pittsburgh loses out and Tennessee loses out, Oakland would own the tiebreak. And John Gruden at 8-8 would make the playoffs for the first time since he won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay in 2002. Unreal. I'm not going to preview all the games. I'm going to preview the Saturday games. I'll preview the Sunday games on our 1-hour extravaganza on Saturday. So here are the 3 games I'm picking right now. Houston traveling to Tampa. Houston can pretty well lock up the division and lock up a 3 seed. Possibly a 3 seed. Against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been playing okay as of late. Tampa Bay's just playing for pride. However, Houston will come out on top in a matinee affair against Tampa. The big game, Buffalo against New England on Saturday. This is going to be a very close game, very competitive game. I do see New England coming out on top because I don't ever see Tom Brady losing at home in December. It doesn't happen. It'll be within a field goal. New England wins close. And then finally, the Rams traveling to San Francisco. San Francisco has lost their games. All their games have been lost on the last play of the game. They lost a terrible game against Atlanta. They bounced back against a very depleted Los Angeles Rams team who's pretty much in pretty well depleted mode. San Francisco wins. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to Simply Sports on December 18th, 2019. Happy birthday once again to my mother, Patty Williams. And once again, quick programming note. Saturday, 1-hour show on December 21st. Do not miss it. And for Michael Flynn. Oh, before I do that, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook Live, rebroadcast, 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock on CATV6. Did I mention I was on YouTube at simplysports.com? Yes, I did. Simply Sports with Andy Williams. So, for Michael Flynn, Marshall Miles, Brian Oler, thank you once again for tuning in to Simply Sports. And 1, 4, 3.